Hello, and welcome to an introductory video on English Diction for singers. This video will give you an overview on what English Diction is, why it is used, and how to use it in the context of singing. Firstly, let me introduce you some key terms. According to Webster's International Dictionary, diction is the execution of text with regard to pronunciation, enunciation, and expression. These three are important elements that must be kept in mind while speaking, but also while singing. Pronunciation refers to singing without any regionalisms or accents, and in a way easily understood by the audience. Enunciation is looking at the speech sounds in order to deliver the text with ease and clarity. And lastly, expression is taking all the sounds and the words and giving them meaning and emotion. So you might ask yourself, why do I have to study English pronunciation as an American singer? Well, the main goal of any performer is communication, whether that is communicating an emotion, a message, or a state of mind. And for singers, a major part of this is the language being used. So, just as we would study how to properly sing in Italian or German, we also have to study how to properly communicate in English too. The two main factors of proper communication are that you must be heard and that you must be understood. These are the main things that connect a singer to his audience. There must be a balance between producing a beautiful sound and producing a coherent sound. So how do we analyze a text so as to have good diction? We use what we call IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, which is a pronouncing alphabet that indicates the exact sounds of all the languages, regardless of spelling. The symbols you usually see in the square brackets after a word in a dictionary spell how the word is actually sounded and how it should sound when you say it. So now, let's look at our most commonly used IPA symbols. The first group we have are vowels, forward vowels, and the first one is a closed I, which is a lowercase I, and is used for words such as beat or meet. There's also an open I, which is an uppercase I, and that is used for words like it or hit. A lowercase I with a slash through it is referred to as the pretty I, which is used for words such as pretty, the E at the end of the word. The symbol epsilon is considered open E and is used for words such as bet or met. And lastly, we have the Siamese E, which is AE squished together, for words such as bat, hat. Other vowels are central vowels, such as the stressed U sound from bud or mud. And then the schwa, what we consider the schwa, which is unstressed, like in the word about, about. There is also the stressed burr sound in burr, and also the unstressed burr in butter. There's also the lowercase e, which is not usually used in English. It's mostly used in a diphthong, but it can be seen in the word chaotic, chaotic. And lastly, back vowels, such as the closed U, which is lowercase u, for words like boot. There is also open U, which is uppercase U, in book or hook. There is also the open O, such as bought or all, and that just looks like a switched C. Then there's the A in father. And then lastly, there's the closed, unstressed O, like in the word obey. Another group of vowels are what we call R-colored vowels, and these are more triphthongs and diphthongs. For example, we have the word R, which consists of the A from father and the butter sound, the unstressed butter sound. There is also air, which is epsilon or open E from bet, and again the butter, unstressed butter sound. There is also a sound for ear, which is open I from it, and again the butter unstressed. There is also a sound for sure, which is open U from book and the unstressed butter. There is ire, which has three symbols, the A from father, the open I from it, and again the unstressed butter sound. And lastly, there is our, which also has three, the A from father, the open U from book, and the butter, the unstressed butter. So these R-colored vowels are used in relation with other vowels and an R at the end of it, an R sound, which is generally the unstressed butter sound. Or we can also call it the retroflex R. Another group of symbols are what we call diphthongs. And these are basically when we have two vowels put together. For example, in English, it's very common in words like hi and bye and other words. So, as I mentioned earlier, the first diphthong that we have is the one in the word hi, and that is an open A from father and an open I from the word it. The second diphthong we have is the one in house, which again is the open A from father and the open U from book. Another one would be in the word boy. That's the open O from bought or all and the open I from it. Similarly, we also have bay, which is made out of closed E and open I. We also have boat, which is closed unstressed O, such as obey, and the open U from book. And lastly, we have U's, which can be written as J-U. And there you have some of the main symbols used in English IPA, which you can now take and put into any song that you are singing, especially some of those words that might seem difficult. You can use these IPA symbols for any other language as well, such as German or Italian, but please be mindful that there are other sounds that I haven't introduced here that are used specifically for those different languages. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you learned something new.